So this is how I used my pretty and feminine privilege to get married. I literally didn't do anything. My husband just found me on his own. So we met when I was 14, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys I'm just sitting like all day and just being pretty. Yeah, that's part of it too, but I have to put in the work in the marriage just like he does. Yeah, and that's how we make it work. But yeah, so like I said, it's part of my pretty privilege because he's high value man, meaning he makes a lot of money, and he is really tall and he's really handsome. So naturally, I attracted my husband at his peak of his career. Yeah, and he loves every part of me. And I don't want to lie to you guys and say, you know, those high value men, they just pick any kind of woman, because they do have their type, you know. Yeah, and then just studying my husband, he could have gotten a girl that, has, those hourglass figure and, the stuff that I have, but she got it through surgery and stuff like that. But he prefers the real thing, because you're born with it, so there's like psychological reason to it. Maybe he wants me to pass it down to our daughters, I'm not sure. you know Men are like that, they have a type. So like I said, I don't want to lie and say, like, you're welcome in my circle, blah blah blah, and waste your time, because you guys know, as women, we have that, the biological clock. I was gonna say the hourglass figure, but so just just if you're looking for a guy to provide for you, look for a guy that prefers your body type. I don't want to like send you in this like goose chase, is that what's called? you know it's just not productive, and I don't want you to waste your time and be resentful and stuff later on. And you don't have to look for the guy that you desire or whatever if you want a provider man. You just have to just take care of yourself, take care of your body, and the right man will find you. And if you're the type that have to go look for him, then I'm gonna tell you to go look in the right places. And yeah, and when I say put yourself in the right places, I mean just continue with your hobbies. Yeah, just do whatever makes you happy, because if a guy truly loves you, he will accept every part of you. So you will find him when you least expect it, when you're just enjoying your time, and you're just enjoying your hobbies and just loving yourself. And then the right guy will see that, and he's like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna give her more, because he understands the woman's psychology, and specifically your psychology, because he picked you to be his woman or his wife, his girlfriend, whatever, and he will give you the moon if he wants, you know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, that's what I mean by put yourself in the right places. Because again, you know if a guy loves you, he would not change you, you know what I mean? He would not get you off of your like feminine energy. Even if you're masculine, he will still love you, that's what I mean. Enjoy your hobbies. You may have masculine hobbies, you may enjoy playing football, whatever, I don't know your hobbies. So just be yourself, and yeah, and just take care of yourself. For those of you who want to be provided for or whatever, by all means, I'm not shaming you or anything. Yeah, so just be yourself, like I said, and that's it. I'm being provided for, and I'm being taken care of, protected, and all of that stuff. No shame in my game. But yeah, so the reason I named my channel Femininity and Wealth is because that's what my life is centered around. Yeah, but some women do come to me and ask for help, although they're bothering me. I still see it like, oh, I want what she want, or what she has, you know what I mean? So I'll just give you tips, and yeah, just watch my YouTube videos if you want. And if you don't, oh well, you know. But for those of you who are looking for rappers to be your provider, your husband, your man, your baby daddy, whatever, you know, um, they do have a type, okay? Because every kind of wealth, there's different aesthetics to it. So with like old money, you have to be classic beauty, if that makes sense. And rappers, they are like into, I don't know, like new money, right? So the type of women that they pick is like exotic looking women, different kind of women, so they don't put themselves in a box, you know what I mean? Because I do have that classic old money look going on too, and I have the fluid identity. I can dip in and out, you know, out of the like old money, new money, whatever I want to. But yeah, so just again, I don't want to like make you into something that you're not. It's just who I am, because I come from like a multi, generational mixed family, whatever. So I can like change like into a different person if I want to, you know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, the new money aesthetic, you have to not think like in an old way, you know what I mean? People are stuck in their ways. You have to be very courageous and, not follow social norms. I'm not saying do illegal things, but you have to have a strong mind if you want to be with that kind of man, you know. Again, do not forget they're rappers, right? So yeah, anyways. Yeah, so I believe like my background made me stronger for my marriage, because I come from East Africa, particularly, Sudan, and Sudan is North Africa, but like my mom is Ethiopian and my dad is Sudanese, and yeah, like location wise, country wise, but generational, like back. I'm mainly European, but I do have a lot of like East African in me, but mainly I'll say like European and East, Middle Eastern and East African. Yeah, I have a lot of mixed background. But studying like my backgrounds, so like I said, I'm mainly like European, like 90% European. So I'm technically like a white girl who's black passing. But anyways, but out of the European, I would say like 40% British, 20% Italian, and I do have Scottish, Irish, you know, the United Kingdom, all of it in my genetics running. And I do have French in me, right? So, like I said, just study your background, Yeah, so does my husband. He has most of my backgrounds as well. And I believe we got married because of combining our wealth or whatever that we have going on. But yeah, he does like get backlash for his look. Some people say, oh, he's not black, it's like, oh, he shouldn't rap. Or some people say that I should not be with him because, he's way more black than me. You should have picked a black woman, blah blah blah, and all of that stuff. Rap is a black culture, which I agree, but like I said, I'm 40% British, right? So English, right? So he's rapping in English, and me comparing some like rappers who like rap in different languages are not as successful as African American rappers because they rap in English. So pick your battles if you want to argue with me. He's still rapping in my language, right? So anywho, that's that. Yeah, so you have to look out for that too. People gaslighting you, they're like, oh, you shouldn't be with that kind of man because you're not black enough, or you're not white enough, or whatever, right? So you're just like, you have to put them in their place, basically. But anyways, and then I would say my Saudi Arabia, because I have Saudi Arabian me and Turkish. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I have a lot of backgrounds in me, but the main one is British, like 40%, and like I said, 20% Italian. But yeah, so it didn't like cause me any like confusion, whatever. Um, you know, it's just that the people around you that tend to be ignorant and stuff, so they want you to just be in like one circle, or like pick a race. I'm like, what, you know? But I do, um, you know, express every part of me, and like I mentioned, I do have East African in me, so I do have Somali, Ethiopian, Eritrean, um, all of it, all of the Horn African in me, which I was born there anyways. I was born in Ethiopia, and then I moved to Canada, and yeah. So it's a fun journey, but you have to be yourself to enjoy your privileges, whatever people want to say, because I do believe every person has their own privilege. There's women privilege, although like we get paid less, we still have privilege. you know there's male privilege, there's child privilege, there's different kinds of privilege. And the reason people don't see their own privilege is because they're too busy comparing themselves to others. You have to be grateful for the things that you have already. And I'm not saying don't achieve, and which I'm all for, by the way. I'm a Capricorn, but do not forget what you already have. You don't want to be miserable, you know. Just breathing too, getting up every day and going to work and just being in nature, whatever, that is a privilege. So every little thing counts, just you being here in this earth, okay? So you just have to learn how to utilize your own resources and make it work, into your advantage, and make it your own privilege. So yeah, nothing about privilege is bad. If it's bothering you, it means there's something you're not doing in your own life to utilize the resources that you have. So when you see someone else utilizing their resources into their advantage, then it's a problem, right? So deep into what you want, your desires, and make it work for yourself. And once you do that, you not. But yeah, those are my tips. Yeah, because I don't know how you're born. I don't live in your body. I'm not related to you, but I may be. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so a lot of people get triggered around me and stuff, so I'm just like, okay, I'll just start this channel, because yeah, you know um anyways, I can't help you, you know which I'm doing, by the way. You know what I mean? I have to look at my own stuff that I'm doing. I have to help myself first to help others. So, some people want to lose or make me lose all of my independence. And I say lose because when I lose, you lose too. So it's not a good strategy to, make me codependent so I can just work for you, because it's still going to affect you. Just remember that my independence is your independence too. That's it. So, yeah. That's that.